Hey metalheads, I'm Freja and welcome to yet another creator spotlight from the Digital Forge. Today we will be taking a look at and speaking to Gray, the creator behind Zer0blivion. Before we deep dive into that, I want to take a moment to thank Fierce and Loud for sponsoring the Creator Spotlight series, and Metalheads AI for supporting and helping the Digital Forge get these AI metal creators out there for you all to experience. Right then, before we speak to Gray, let's have a listen to what Zer0blivion are all about. That's some serious guitar right there. Now it's time to meet the creator. Welcome to the Digital Forge, Gray. How are you today?
Hey Freya, glad to be here. Thank you for inviting me. I'm doing well, thank you for asking. Glad to be here for Digital Forge.
How did your AI project come together? And what inspired you to start creating music with AI tools?
Well, I've always been a creative person my whole life, and when I found out about Suno, I wanted to, express myself through that. But I didn't want it to be another 9 Inch Nails, one-man army kind of project. I wanted to make it feel like a band effort and such, so dipping into certain traits and personalities into my head and all, I made it more like a band effort. Hence why you would see 5 guys on like the images and album covers and all that. You would have Taiji Long, the lead vocalist. The one with the makeup is Minio, the lead guitarist. The blonde one on guitar is Ravenwater, as well as keyboards and backing vocals. Bass is Oz Talon, as well as backing vocals. And on drums and percussion, which is basically me right here, personally, would be Kenny Kinetico, as well as backing vocals. Minio doesn't do any backing vocals because of selective mutism, but that's another story. And, I just wanted to make it so much fun.
Do you feel that gives you a unique perspective when creating music with AI?
Yeah, I would say it definitely opens up a lot of possibilities and opportunities. I mean, I'm thinking there's like 5 different traits, 5 different personalities, but all united to create one unique sound and identity. So it's not just, me doing all the work and putting in a whole bunch of props or prompts and lyrics and structure and all that. So yeah, it's quite an experience, really.
How would you describe your sound or style to someone hearing you for the first time?
I would say eclectic, diverse, and a lot of variety. That's a mixture of heaviness and melody, keeping it progressive but still sort of like an old dog new tricks kind of stuff. Just wanting to expand upon different sounds and everything, because I start to get a little bit bored listening to the same thing, but at the same time, I can only process so much at so little time. So I just try to not compress or crunch it, but just try to take the best parts of every sound and prompt that I go for and shape it into what I create.
What artists, genres, or experiences have influenced your creative direction the most? This can be AI artists and real-life artists.
Oh, there's a lot of things that have influenced me over the years, whether I got older and whatnot. But I will say, whether it's from concerts and wrestling events and all that, definitely, if I had to choose a couple though, I would say Tool, Seven Dust, Static X, Gojira, Slipknot, Metallica easily. Just a lot of like heavy music and all that. In terms of like lighter material, I would say Paula Cole and Seal, hands down, because, you know, I can only listen to so much heaviness for so long. So I gotta like mix it in to keep it equal and harmonized.
Which AI tools or platforms do you currently use? And what do you love or struggle with about them?
Well, easily Suno and ChatGPT. I admit I use them, but I try not to be heavily dependent on them because otherwise it's more machine and man trying to balance it out. And all they do is just help, you know, build bones and flesh, but they don't act as like the brain and the spirit of it. And, you know, Suno always keeps upgrading, and it can be a little bit difficult navigating around it, especially when trying to put in different prompts. And currently, as of now, when they added inspirationals and mashups, so just trying to carefully understand that and work that into the music.
Are there any recurring themes, messages, or moods that define your music?
Well, there's a lot of themes and concepts that go into the music that I make and all that, but some of them that easily coexist together would be the duality of man, empathy, friendship, love, and acceptance. But also, you know, understanding and trying to, you know, look into this whole world and reality that we live in and everything. I just want people to feel how I would feel, but not, you know, feel negative, but try to get a positive experience from it so that they could be, you know, they could be better people and all that. I'm not like a motivational speaker, but just someone that just tries to help others in just navigating this life.
Have you faced any misconceptions or resistance from others about AI music? How do you respond?
Not that I know of. Like I've shared some of my music with family and friends and all that. Some of them may not understand it because of the whole AI stigma, but other times they actually quite enjoy it because I'm only doing it for fun. I'm not doing it for money. I'm not going to put it on Spotify or streaming platforms because, you know, the metal community is a little bit apprehensive and adamant about AI music, and I totally get that because there are some parts that you just can't replace in everything, like the human spirit or unique tones and pitch within the voice or the guitars. So, you know, all I can do is just say try to keep an open mind and let me know how you feel about it.
Which AI music creators really hit a chord with you and why? Would you like to collaborate with any of them?
Well, yeah, I've already collaborated with one or two on Suno to help me with songwriting and sharing ideas and everything. Two of them I will name though, Fractal and Neckbeard Slayer. Those guys are amazing. They are expressive and, you know, very eclectic with how they do their music. I actually did a collaborative song with Fractal called Cyclops Zombie, which you'll find on the debut self-titled album that I'll be putting out. And as a reward for his help, I made him producer of the album entirely. And for Neckbeard Slayer, I made him like the engineer for it with mastering. So, you know, just wanted to put it out there. I would like to collaborate with more people. To name a few would be Warp X, Sugarbush Road, Serp Herp of Derp, and Oracle Cat. That's all I can think of at the moment in terms of names and collaborations, because I like to think of myself like Max Cavalera. He just collaborates and gets along with a lot of people, and that's what I want to do. I want to collaborate and engage with other music creators. So, you know.
What's next for your project? Any upcoming songs, visuals, or collaborations we should watch for?
Well, as I said, I'm currently working on a self-titled debut album for Zer0blivion itself. There will be 13 tracks, 8 songs, and like 4.5 instrumentals. The instrumentals each showcase a character in the band, so to speak. So definitely worth checking out. I would like to do like visuals, like music videos or a visualizer for at least one or two songs to give it some backbone and foundation for the band itself. In terms of like in the future at the moment, I'm just waiting for like the next update, so that way when I start working on the next song or album, then I wouldn't feel like it's just mishmashing old school stuff and new school stuff, and people are gonna be like, what? I don't understand. So yeah, the album will be coming out about February 19th, and hopefully everybody will enjoy it.
What advice would you give someone who's curious about making music with AI but doesn't know where to start?
I'd say give it a try, and don't rush it, just go at your own pace. And don't be afraid to make mistakes, because, the first time and first try that you do it, it's not going to be perfect. That's usually like once in a blue moon. Some may have shimmer, artifacts, strange background noise. But, just if you have that creative spark and you want to like give it a shot, then I say go for it, sate that curiosity and express yourself. So, yeah. I would probably stay with Suno, because, Udio has just gone down the toilet, personally. Not to badmouth anything, but yeah, it's just not that great. Refusion I haven't tried out yet, but I don't know if I'm ready for it. So, that's just my personal opinion. You don't have to believe me if you don't want to. So, yeah.
What do you want the Digital Forge audience to take away from your story?
Well, I would hope that my music can, inspire and touch people's hearts with consent. Just kidding. But, just wanting to connect with people to show that, there's still good people out there. And that some of us can relate on a personal level when it comes to certain moods and feelings, that you're not alone. I feel your pain. And, we're all here for each other, because there's only, not to sound cliche, but, we all have one life and we got to make the best out of it. So for me, it's just connecting with people on a musical level through AI generated music to express my creativity. And anyone that likes it, totally cool with me. And anyone that doesn't, well, you can't win them all, but I'm not going to judge them on that. That's not my style. It's just trying to express and see if anybody with an open mind is willing to listen. So that would be my personal takeaway, if that's what we're thinking of. So yeah, stop me if I'm repeating myself here.
Thank you so much for taking the time to chat and answer some questions. Hopefully this gives others a keen insight into your process and inspires them to listen and try it out for themselves.
Hey, I appreciate the time. Thanks for inviting me over, and hope to talk to you and see you again real soon. For everybody out there on Digital Forge, thank you. Farewell.
Thank you, Gray, for chatting to us. I will post links to Zer0blivion's Suno channel below. Remember to like and subscribe to stay up to date with all that's going on in the world of AI metal. All of you stay safe out there, and I will see you on the next one.